Hi Libra, welcome to a tarot reading for the first week in February. It's Raina here. I don't do these very often. I think I've only done these a few times in the last 5 years. But I'm just kind of somebody that likes to see, okay, what can I do now? And change things up. I don't know if I would do it every week, but at least, because then it might be too redundant. But it's kind of fun, you know, to have something more topical at this time. So I've devised a, I keep laughing because it was meant to be a shorter spread so that it would, these would be shorter readings because it is only for the week, and I can't seem to come up with that or make it happen. So it's pretty funny. Let me put these down here so they're lower. Oh my gosh, I'm getting that Two of Cups. And that's a card of either commitment or reuniting with somebody. And I've been getting that. This is at least the third reading, and I've only done like, I think 5, or you're going to be the 5th. So this is Mercury retrograde season. Not officially the first week, but definitely the shadow period is going to be alive and well. And I can vouch that sometimes I get kicked in the butt after the Mercury retrograde is over with, in the shadow, you know, after Mercury's stations direct, that there's still like a lot of residual influence that is capable of, you know, turning a person's life upside down. Slight exaggeration, but you know what I mean. So during Mercury retrograde, sometimes people come back into your reality, and you may be just so... this is the thing. Before I even get into this, if somebody is the one who left you and you did not want that, and a lot of, for Libra, a lot of times that will be the scenario, that you're the one that wants to preserve the relationship and the other person leaves, and you're just so floored by the fact that they've come back, you may have in, you know, after that initial euphoria of that situation, you might think, wait a second, okay, is anything really going to be different this time? Like, are we going to address whatever that issue was? Or if you just were completely blindsided by them, are you going to address that? Like, why didn't you ever call me? You just left. And I had to find out through the grapevine, you know, where you were. You ghosted me. What's up with that? You know, and just be like, are you kidding me? I mean, and you may think to yourself, I don't know if this is a good idea, but you're still a little bit intoxicated by the idea that somebody, and thinks, oh yes, he or she really wants me. The central theme of this week is, as we begin the month of February, is the Emperor. So this is about the issue of, are you in control of your life or not? Not, you know, are you functioning in life? Do you feel a sense of control? Do you feel a sense of autonomy, Libra? Or do you worry about somebody else's reaction to the choices that you make? You know, do you feel like you have to explain yourself a lot in those circumstances? Because I would guess that for a fair number of you, the answer to that is yes. That you do feel like you have to explain yourself, that other people can't figure you out, and that can be very draining, but also disempowering. So the Emperor is about feeling empowered, because you feel in control of your life. Emperor is number 4. We're in a 4 universal year. This is a building year, and the Emperor is a builder. What are you building in your life? The Emperor is also your father, so he may be involved in your life at the moment. This is a card of Aries, I wish, I mean, that's your opposite sign, but I said in one of my readings that I really think that Capricorn should be the Emperor, not Aries, and somebody agreed with me, so I'll throw that one in too. The past influence is the Hangman. So something has been in limbo. Maybe you've been waiting for this person to kind of like make up their mind about something, or they are involved with somebody else. That could be, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a commitment issue, and you're waiting for that person to kind of like make up their mind about whether or not they want to be committed, or if they have another person that they're involved with. That could certainly be front and center in their life. This is also a situation if your father has been having some kind of health issues or something along those lines, and you're waiting to hear the results. That was what came into my mind. I mean, it could be anything if it is your father, where you're waiting for him to do something. But we have here as the influences surrounding the situation, the Queen of Pentacles. And so if you are involved with somebody and they are with the mother of their child, and actually this is a very domestically connected card, Queen of Pentacles, that person may not be telling you the whole story. They may be kind of, picking and choosing what they're telling you about that other person. And that person may have more power over this person's private life than you even realize. So you have to be savvy. Don't believe what people say, believe what they do. Everything else is just flapping gums. It's not real. And if, the Emperor can be the father and the Queen of Pentacles can be the mother, so you may just be spending more time with family because there's some situation involving the father that needs input from others for whatever reason. So that could be coming up for you. The advice is the Two of Cups. This is a card of reuniting with somebody. Well, sometimes, in my other reading I say what is coming in, but there is that element of your choice that is involved in it. It's not just something is happening. So this is the card of either reuniting with somebody, rekindling a past relationship, or committing to a current relationship. If I think as advice, it's like saying, look at what this person's doing. Look at what they're avoiding. If they're avoiding commitment to you, that should tell you a lot. I'm not talking about a marriage license. I'm more talking about the basic, day-to-day interactions as a couple. And if that person is shying away from that type of engagement, and you just kind of hear from them maybe late at night, once a week, or even if it's several times a week, it's just kind of like maybe on their timetable, and that's something to consider. Because the Two of Cups is somebody who's a couple. So whether this is about commitment issues or something regarding reuniting with somebody, it still means that that person has to be somebody that you trust is really committed to being committed. Can't really say it much better than that. The outcome is the Ace of Swords. I think that as February begins, you're going to get a clearer picture, Libra, of what is really happening here. And this doesn't mean that there will be any kind of decision made by the other person, but that lack of decision, that indecision, can be very eye-opening as well. I honestly don't know how any woman handles being involved with a third-party situation and waiting for that person to decide whether or not to be with them or the other person. I don't think I would put myself in that situation, because I don't want somebody else deciding very, blatantly that they want one person over another. I don't even think it should be a debate. I think that they should already know whether or not I'm the one for them. And so this is a card that can be promising for a love situation turning out the way that you want it to. But just remember that you cannot lose yourself in that situation. And don't ever forget the past and how you got here. Why you split up in the first place. Because that matters. And another thing too about this card is that it kind of frees you, because you're not, with the Hangman, you're kind of left in this netherworld between two situations, like you're kind of on the cusp of something, and it's better to be fully resolved. You may feel pretty comfortable, Libra, on that cusp, because you're kind of like that in how you perceive life anyway. But still, it may be a situation where it's kind of like almost like you can't move forward until you do this. The Ace of Swords is moving forward, new beginnings coming from knowing the truth of the situation. So thanks for watching. I hope that this resonated. If you'd like a personal reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.